a windy but beautiful day today to get things going for what will be the third vlog. And I am very excited to say that for this third vlog, we have a completely fenced in garden. We did it. We got it all done yesterday. There was a little bit of rain, but it was just a sprinkle, so we powered through it and we were able to get everything all enclosed. So now we actually have the area that we're going to be operating in all marked off, so we can begin the next phases of the expansion. So this is a much wider section. I think we talked about this in the last video, but this much wider section is just going to come straight down to here. So you can already kind of see where this pathway is starting to move. It is going to move out here and take a sharp left and follow this right here, which is going to leave a pretty lengthy L-shaped section around the outside in order to do stuff with. Now, that container over there has a little bit of compost in it. It's a lot more manure based, and if you know anything about manure versus compost, you'll know that they kind of have different let me see, get the camera on here. They have different, they're very similar, but they also have different components to them that make them better for different situations. In general, cow manure is going to retain a lot more moisture. It's not going to have the diversity of microbiome related mycorrhizal aspects or bacteria. It's also poop. So it's going to have like a pH element to it, which may not be suitable depending on what you were trying to grow. Now, I want to make this very clear. There's a chipmunk right over there. He just ran away. There's a chipmunk right over there who keeps making kissing noises at me. He keeps going, and I'm about to lose it. I hope these videos are relaxing for you guys, because that squirrel grinds my gears. I'll tell you that for free. He grinds my gears. Really just all the wildlife. Like when I think about it, you know, the mocking squirrel and not Sebastian. What was the name of the freaking, I don't even remember now. I'm losing track of the characters. I just talked for like 3 minutes. Thought I was recording. I wasn't. But anyway, what I was going to be saying is, in summation, is there's a lot to do with this section here. I think I'm gonna probably take that box and put it in here somewhere, maybe do like a raised garden bed potentially. I was thinking about, you know, we kind of have some room here, maybe doing it across the side here and doing like a herb garden potentially of some kind. But one of the great things about the expansion is that it opens up a lot more room. So these are both dead. That I think might be close to dead. So we have the opportunity to clear a lot of this out and start to plant things. We have a bunch of moss seeds, which are very interesting. I might be able to do something with that. I was thinking potentially like a walkway of some kind that comes through here, like a stone pathway potentially. As you can see, like it's not too deep. It's maybe a foot below at its lowest in this section here, but the biggest elevation changes are right over here. And as you can see, there is a ton of raspberries, wild raspberries. We want to cultivate those as much as possible. So whatever we build has to be cultivated around that. And maybe it's, you know, improving the diversity of raspberries and maybe adding in blackberries and, you know, other berries, and just creating a very dense, low berry bush section. In permaculture, there's this concept of a food forest. And the idea of the food forest is to layer things in similar to the layers of a forest, but with food producing plants. So, for example, this is a pear tree. As you can see, it's quite tall. This would be what would be known as a large canopy tree layer. This is the big tree. Now, you can have smaller trees that are maybe 10, 15 feet tall. that are your lower level of tree, and then under that you have the bush. So understanding that layering, there's that freaking squirrel again. Understanding that layering is very important, and also understanding where the sun is, because if you put all of the tall trees on the wrong side, you can accidentally shade yourself in. The way you want to set it up is you want to understand, okay, so the sun is up to here and it's going to set over there. It's going to rise over here. So this is the arc, right? So what we want is evergreen trees, generally in areas of the prevailing wind. This will allow it to knock down a lot of the prevailing winds year round, but we want deciduous trees east to west, right? Because in the summer, they're going to have leaves, they're going to provide shade for the house, it's going to reduce cooling costs, but in the winter, they're going to lose their leaves and let the maximum amount of sun in. You balance that with knowing where your garden, there he is, that's him, that's the squirrel. That is he's a chipmunk. He's right over there. I don't know if you can see him. He's right there. He's moving and grooving. Let me see if I can zoom in. Where is he? Where is, oh, there he is. You see him? That's the one. That is the one who keeps making the kissing noises at me. He is going to be a problem during this vlog. Anyway, we are going to make sure that we're balancing that principle with making sure we're maximizing the sunlight in here and understanding how much sun does everything need to get, right? Because some things love more sun, the better, but other things, too much can be not so good. So we're gonna make sure we balance that. The first thing we need to do though is, because you just saw those chipmunks, we need to go and take some stakes and pin down the bottom of this chicken wire all the way around as much as we possibly can. So I'm gonna get that done. That's gonna be my next project. And then I'm gonna get to planting. It was brought to my attention that there is some feelings being felt regarding me not putting carrots in that section and just putting lettuce. I want to assure all of my viewers, Mongo, that carrots are going to be planted, okay? We have garlic right here. We have lettuce over here. We have this patch. I'll probably do some more herbs in here. I'm thinking, I think cukes are gonna be back here. I'll do a row of cukes right in through here. We have some more patches for maybe some potential other lettuces. But I'm thinking rows of carrots right through here. So we will be planting that today and making sure that all gets in, because it's a beautiful day and it's about to rain a bunch and it will be great for the seeds. And I'm hoping by the time the rain has stopped, in time for the next vlog, we're gonna have some sprouts to show you. We don't really have anything at the moment that's broken through yet, at least. It's obviously working under the soil. But one thing I do want to show you is, this is blueberries, and there's a bunch of, you can see it right in here, a bunch of strawberries that have slowly been taking over, which we're very happy about. Now, these are red strawberries. We have white ones as well, and we have this little plant here, which will make pink blueberries. I forget the name of them, but one thing you'll notice is right over here, this is strawberry, and that is the extended strawberry root of a strawberry plant that is right over here. So it's already migrated pretty far, which is very impressive. So I'm gonna get all that in. There's not gonna be really much to see, but hopefully for the next one we have some actual plant sprouts to show you, and I have more updates other than me just yapping and getting mad at chipmunks. So until then, bye-bye.